Hello everyone, we have the new Awakened hero, Awakened Thoran. So Awakened Thoran, just like the regular version of Thoran, is going to be a Graveborn hero, also a strength-based hero. The class is a tank, and the primary role is also a tank. So it seems like it's going to be pretty similar to the regular Thoran. Let's start by looking at the ultimate skill. It's called Tempest Edge. So this has a passive and an active ability to it. The passive ability is Thoran keeps 4 Storm Blades behind him, and the active ability is Thoran charges his sword before unleashing a powerful slash, dealing damage equal to 400% of his attack rating to nearby enemies. At the same time, 3 lightning bolts strike random enemies nearby, each dealing damage equal to 250% of his attack rating. Enemies hit by the slash of or lightning are marked with Thunderclap, which increases the damage they take by 20% per stack, lasting 7 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Thoran is immune to control effects while the skill is active, and the level 2 ability is each Storm Blade that Thoran has triggers an additional bolt of lightning, and the level 3 ability is if Thoran takes fatal damage while casting his ultimate, he temporarily becomes immune to damage. Once the ultimate is finished, Thoran dies. This effect can be triggered up to 2 times per battle. The part of the skill that interests me is the Thunderclap. Increases the damage that enemies take by 20%, and it also can stack up to 5 times, so 100% total if you can have the 5 stacks on here, which is a lot of damage. That's a pretty big increase in damage. And we also have the ability where Thoran dies, but Thoran has to take fatal damage while casting his ultimate for this to happen. He becomes immune temporarily, and then he dies once his ultimate is finished. And it says that this can happen up to 2 times per battle, so I'm assuming this means that he can die up to 2 times per battle. And we have the second ability. This is called Eternal Thunder. This is a passive ability. When Thoran dies, he consumes 1 Storm Blade and enters the Storm Avatar state, becoming invincible and untargetable. He moves to his killer's location and revives, dealing damage equal to 300% of his attack rating to nearby enemies, stunning them for 3 seconds and marking them with Thunderclap. And the level 2 ability is upon revival, an additional lightning bolt hits near his killer. With the level 3 ability, for 6 seconds after reviving, Thoran gains 50 points of damage resist and 50 points of buffer. With the level 4 ability, upon revival, an enemy hero with lower max health than Thoran, who is outside the damage range, will be swept into the air and become untargetable and unable to act for 3 seconds. The level 5 ability is at the start of battle, Thoran gains 1 Storm Blade. And then we have the level 6 ability. At the start of battle, Thoran enters the Storm Avatar state without consuming a Storm Blade. He targets the farthest enemy hero and casts Eternal Thunder, and triggers an additional 6 lightning strikes. The percentage of damage dealt by Thunderclap is increased to 25%. So Thoran will enter the Avatar state, where he'll be invincible and untargetable, and he will move to his killer's location, deal some damage here as well, and also marking them with Thunderclap. And also at the level 6 ability, the damage dealt by Thunderclap is increased to 25%. So even more damage that can be dealt to the enemies. And also we have some crowd control with the level 4 ability, throwing the enemies into the air if they have a lower max health than Thoran, who is outside the damage range. And we have the third skill in here. This is called Dominion Slash, another passive ability. After every 2 basic attacks, Thoran's next attack is enhanced. He swings his great sword to strike enemies in front of him, dealing damage equal to 300% of his attack rating, knocking them down and applying the Thunderclap mark. Enemies hit will also suffer health drain equal to 15% of Thoran's max health. And with the level 2 ability, after casting Eternal Thunder, the next basic attack is guaranteed to be enhanced, and its damage and lifesteal are increased by 80%. And with the level 3 ability, when applying Thunderclap to enemies with lower max health than Thoran, energy is also drained. The greater the difference in max health, the more energy is drained, up to 100 energy. So enhancing the basic attack after every 2 basic attacks, Thoran's next attack will be enhanced. This will also apply the Thunderclap mark. His next basic attack will also be guaranteed to be enhanced if he casts Eternal Thunder. And let's go over to the 4th skill. It's called Ruthless Profligacy. This is also a passive ability as well. Thoran's Stormblades gain power at the cost of his own life. When there are Stormblades behind him, Thoran continually loses health unaffected by erosion or buffer, converting 1% of the lost health into attack rating up to 1000% of his attack rating. The rate of health loss gradually increases until it resets after casting Eternal Thunder. And the level 2 ability, when casting Eternal Thunder, Thoran deals additional health loss to enemies equal to 80% of health loss since the last time Eternal Thunder was cast. And the level 3 ability, for every 5% of his max health lost through this skill, Thoran gains 100 energy. So when Thoran has Stormblades behind him, he will lose health, but that lost health will be converted into attack rating up to 1000%. And when he casts Eternal Thunder, this health loss resets. So overall, a pretty interesting skill there. We have the Awakening skill. It's called Tyrant's Sovereign. So at the start of battle, the max health of all Graveborn heroes increases by an amount equal to 40% of Thoran's max health. For each Graveborn hero deployed, Thoran's max health increases by an additional 10%. I don't know how useful this will be. It only increases max health for all Graveborn heroes. So if you're wanting to use Awakened Thoran's Awakening skill, you might want to have a team of Graveborns with him. Also increases Thoran's max health as well, which this can help with skills. I believe it's the Eternal Thunder. Yeah, especially with these skills that deal with Thoran's max health, that could probably be useful. And I believe that's it, because the signature item and furniture, I believe, are with the skills, so I've already looked at them, I believe. So overall, my thoughts on Awakened Thoran, based on the skills, I don't know if we really needed Awakened Thoran. I thought Awakened Thoran was, or the regular Thoran, was doing fine in teams with the Thoran cheese. So Thoran really did have a use, but I guess now we have Awakened Thoran. Hopefully Awakened Thoran will do some good with some teams. So if you like this video, then make sure to click the like button. Also subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video from me. And also comment what do you think about Awakened Thoran. And thanks for watching.